Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be another beauty video. This time I'm going to be talking about new releases. My goal with the channel as of right now is to do beauty videos about once a week, and then I'm going to sprinkle in other content throughout the week as well. That is my plan for now. We'll see how that goes. I really enjoyed talking about my October beauty monthly, beauty favorites, and all the makeup I was using in October last week, in last week's beauty video. I really enjoyed filming that and editing it and everything. I'm really loving doing the beauty videos. I'm going to keep doing them, but I'm also going to be sprinkling in other content as well. But today's video is a beauty video. I'm going to be talking about new releases. So I've filmed a couple of these videos in the past, like way in the past, and I called them Want or Won't. And I think that's kind of a cute name if I do say so myself, so I'm going to keep that name, but it's not going to necessarily be a weekly series, probably monthly. So really whenever I feel like talking about new releases, and I have a few that I'm really excited to talk about today. I feel like the makeup industry has had several pretty big releases lately, especially considering some of the drama that's been going on the last year or so. I think it's just interesting how things are unfolding. So I'm going to start over, and I'm going to get my phone. And let's talk about some new makeup releases. Hold on, can I give a shout out to an Instagram account? This is random, but I just opened up my phone to Instagram and I just have to shout out Doodles by the Bunny. I will put her name up here on the screen and I'll link her down below. She is posting the cutest illustrations of palettes. She was doing a bunch of different versions of like Urban Decay palettes, or like fictional palettes that she invented, and I'll put some examples here so you can see, but like, oh my gosh, she comes up with not just a color scheme but like a whole concept for packaging and everything, and it's all illustrations. Now she has a new Too Faced Strawberry Sundae palette. Oh my god, if you are on Instagram at all, you should be following Doodles by the Bunny, because this is she's so talented, and I think her Instagram is just gonna explode. I think she's onto something. I think she's gonna be growing really quickly. So anyways, I just had to give a shout out to her because I opened my Instagram and there she was, and that was amazing. Should we start with the Conspiracy palette, the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson palette? Okay, so first of all, I should say that I did not watch any of this documentary. I didn't. Not for any particular reason. I just didn't feel drawn to it. I did watch their first documentary where Shane Dawson first interviewed Jeffree Star. That was really interesting and I really enjoyed that one. And then even like Shane Dawson's stuff with like Jake Paul and stuff. I really was into that stuff, but I feel like, I don't know, this one just doesn't have the intrigue, I guess, to me. And now, you know, now that it's out, I know that it is pretty much an ad for this palette, right? I mean, they created all this build-up and this emotional connection so that when they released the palette, when it went for sale, people would want to buy it, and it's genius and it makes sense. And I understand that a lot of people do have an emotional connection to Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. I have an emotional connection to Shane Dawson. I really do love him. To use the words of Tana Mojo, he's the kind of guy that makes you fall in love with him right away. I felt that through the screen when I first started watching him. There's something about Shane that is just like relatable and makes you just adore him. Never thought I'd be quoting Tana Mojo in my life, but I think she said that when she was playing like a F, Marry, Kill game when she was drunk. Anyways, I am a fan of Shane Dawson. I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of Jeffree Star. I also am not like a hater of Jeffree Star. I've never tried any of his makeup. I mean, I wanted to for quite a while. I'm not opposed to it. Like, I'm not declaring that I'll never try his makeup. I just haven't yet. I would say I am a fan of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson together. I think their chemistry is just, you can't not feel it. Like, you feel their chemistry through the screen when they're together, and it's just so funny. I think that was when I first started actually sort of appreciating Jeffree Star's like sense of humor and personality, and really like starting to understand how he's kind of like edgy, or just sort of like, he's just not everyone's cup of tea, obviously, but personality wise it's a little bit like you love it or you hate it. And I started to understand how people can love him when I saw him interact with Shane. So anyways, so I'm a fan of them together. I think the fact that Jeffree is pairing with someone who's not an expert in makeup and still creating makeup with that person, that's really meaningful. I wouldn't mind seeing more of that from Jeffree Star's brand. I approve of the whole situation. However, I'm not going to buy this palette. I have zero interest in this color story. The packaging is not attractive to me. Honestly, like, none of the colors call to me, and I'm sure the colors are nice. Like that shade with the pig, that looks like a pretty shade of pink. It's just not pretty to me. It just doesn't grab my eye. It just is like, Okay, next, you know, I'm just talking strictly the color story here, but also the packaging and the imprints. Like, I don't want those imprints on mine. I have trouble with any imprint, you know, more than like a really simple, like Tarte has like their name and their imprints. Like, that's almost too much. Like, I don't know why, but I don't like imprints. Like, whenever I'm panning things, I like to get rid of the imprint. That's always like my first goal. And it's like, okay, I know I use this palette enough when I can't see the word Tarte anymore in my eyeshadows. I'm weird, I know. My point is, I don't like imprints in general, and then to have all these different ones, it just kind of makes my eye like, I just don't like it. Visually, it's not pleasing to me. I'm sure the shadows perform well. I have no doubt of that. But there's so many makeup palettes in the world that I don't feel bad in any way for passing this one up and for just saying, no, I don't want it. Now, Controversy, I feel a little bit better about Controversy. I definitely actually considered this one for a little bit because, for one thing, it's just more cohesive. There's a very clear color story, and it's a very pretty color story. However, I don't feel like it's a color story that's made for me, my preferences, and my skin tone. And I will say that about Conspiracy too. I don't think it's going to be great for dark. Okay, next let's talk about Milani. Milani has a few new releases. So they have a eyeshadow palette which looks crazy like the Conspiracy palette. I wouldn't say it's a dupe, but the few like main colors are similar to those in the Conspiracy palette. So like they have similar, like there's like the green and an orange and a gold. I feel like it sort of makes your eye think, oh, that looks just like that. You know what I mean? I don't think they're dupes though. There's a lot of differences. Like the Milani one just makes sense for one thing. I believe it's $20, and I think that's not a bad price for a palette this size, as long as the quality's there, obviously. I have had pretty good luck with Milani shadows. I haven't tried any of their shadows recently though, and I really probably should. So maybe I will give this one a try. Honestly, if I do buy it, it would be mostly for that shade Eden, that like rich, deep pine green, like again, the jewel tone shades that I love. It looks like it could be really pretty from the swatches. It looks like it's a matte. That's what I would hope for, although shimmery would be pretty too. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with the swatches if it is really pretty or if it is a little bit patchy. I don't know, you can't tell. But if I see this in stores or something, I probably will pick this one up because it looks absolutely beautiful. And then it looks like there's pressed glitters in there. No, just matte metallic shimmer duochrome. That still could be very, very pretty. Duochromes could be fun too. I love duochromes. And it looks like a really good holiday palette too, doesn't it? With like the Christmas green and the glitters and all the shine. I think that looks super fun. They also released Ludicrous Gloss Gold Shine Eyeshadow Duo, Metallic Shimmer Lipstick Gloss Eyeshadow Ultimate Baked Blush Vault. Not in the pic. Ooh, I want to see a pic of that. What? Ultimate Baked Blush Vault? Ooh, that has my interest. I haven't seen any pictures of that yet. I wonder if there's any up. I love blush, you guys. I am one of those people. Like, I feel like not a lot of people are out there, but if you love blush, you're like, where are my other blush lovers at? Like, I'm a blush lover. I'm a little bit picky though, because a lot of times blushes are made for lighter skin tones, especially if there's only like one palette. That palette will be catered towards the lighter skin tones. So I don't always buy all the blush palettes, but when there's a good one with like vibrant colors, I'm on it. So I'm interested to see this one. And then the other thing from this collection that interests me is that eyeshadow duo. So it looks like it's a gold pressed glitter and a gold metallic shimmer. Ooh, that sounds fun. Doesn't that sound fun for the holidays? That might even be like a perfect one if you don't want to buy a whole palette or you don't want to spend a bunch, but you want something pretty just to like glitter up your holiday makeup. That is like the perfect thing. That's awesome. I want to try that for sure. I hope I can find these in stores, maybe Walmart. I don't know if Walmart will have the holiday collection, but I hope so. Zoeva has a new eyeshadow palette that I really, really like the look of. It is called the Precious palette. It has 6 pans. It looks like 4 shimmer shades, 2 matte shades. It just looks really fun and pretty. And it's a perfect little size again for like a little holiday glamming up of your makeup collection. But I have not tried anything from Zoeva either, and I really would love to. I think they're at Ulta, but yeah, I was shopping Ulta today and I saw Zoeva's on there, but this palette was not on there. Otherwise I probably would have bought it. I'm not sure of the price. I'll leave everything listed down below if I can find all that information. I'll leave everything I can find in the description box if you want more. But yeah, I thought that just looked like a really pretty one. Okay, let's talk about Morphe. So I don't really want to talk about the James Charles mini. I didn't love the big James Charles palette. That was kind of a big letdown. I would have no need for the mini, but I want to talk about their holiday release. The, what is it called? Hit the Lights 39i. Okay, this is that same layout as like the James Charles palette and that other holiday palette they had before that, with like the bigger pans in the middle, except these bigger pans look like they're all shimmers, which is really weird because the idea of those pans I thought was like to have your most used transition, you know, matte neutral shades that you use in all of your looks, to have those in bigger pans in the middle for easy access. So now that they're doing this, it's just like, and they don't even look that different. Like looks like there's 3 of every color in this palette. There's some mattes though, right? I mean, it's not all shimmer. I think I saw swatches that there were some of the shades were matte. I did see a picture of it where they're divided into like 4 pieces, almost as if, I think it was like collaborations with different maybe influencers. I didn't really research it, but I saw that they had it divided like that and they had like different people's names, so it almost made it look like maybe different influencers had curated like quarters of the palette. That's kind of cool if that's what they did. That's actually kind of a cool idea. It just doesn't speak to me any more than palettes I already have, and to buy a giant palette like that, it would really have to speak to me, and this one just doesn't. And honestly, I don't even know if this would be good because, like I said, I didn't like the James Charles palette. Even if it did speak to me, I would be hesitant to purchase it because of my bad luck with that one. So I don't know. So that's how I feel about that one. Oh yes, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Shall we talk about her? Or more specifically, her daughter, Norvina. She's causing some waves in the makeup community lately. Anastasia Beverly Hills has released an insane amount of products, specifically eyeshadow palettes, but also like lashes and glitters, and in the last like 6 months. And everybody is just kind of like, what's going on? And there's been different reasons, there's been excuses, there's been justifications. I don't really know what the story is. I think it's probably like a combination of all of the excuses we've heard. That's my guess. Because, you know, Norvina said like, it's because this is just how the industry is now. Our factories were delayed or something, or, you know, no, it's because Norvina's this new brand. I think it's probably a combination of all of these excuses. I'm sure they are trying to keep up with a highly competitive makeup industry where stuff is being released all the time, and I believe that there probably was a factory delay. I'm sure that happens all the time, you know. Honestly, as far as like the volume that they're releasing, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I probably would be asking the question though, like, who do they think they are? Or do they think they're Colourpop? Do they not see the difference between them and Colourpop? I probably would be asking that if everyone else wasn't already asking that. I don't think it's like I'm not canceling Anastasia. I almost bought one of those mini Norvina palettes. I almost bought the green and orange one. Like, it was in my Sephora cart. And then I decided not to because I also bought the green one from Juvia's place. I forget what it's called. I ordered that one from Ulta and I was like, I don't need both. I don't need both. I'd rather get something else. So I just got the Juvia's place one, but I almost bought that one because it does look really cool. And the big Norvina palettes look really cool too. It's a lot of money for me to spend on an eyeshadow palette that is huge, and I might or might not like it. I probably will like it, but I don't know how much I'll use it. Anyways, I'm trying to talk myself out of the Norvina palette, and the purple one is the one that I want. I'm really hoping that it does come to TJ Maxx though someday, because then I will buy it for sure. I also almost bought the Jackie Aina palette, but I didn't. I'm really trying to be careful of the eyeshadow palettes I purchase because I have so many, and I really love using the ones that I have. Like, when I'm using my eyeshadow palettes, I don't ever think like, oh, I need another eyeshadow palette. I'm just so happy to be using the ones I have. So I try to be really careful of not falling into that trap of, oh, that's so pretty, I need it right now. Because I really don't need it. Like, when I'm doing my makeup, I'm content with what I have. It's just when I'm looking at the picture of something that I feel like I need it. You know, I feel like I need that to be happy. But I do not. Yes, so the Jackie Aina one looks really pretty. I've heard amazing things about that. The Carly Bible one looks pretty too, but if I had to choose between the two, I would choose the Jackie Aina because I feel like it's just, I mean, it is tailored to deeper skin tones, and I have deeper skin tone. I feel like it would work for my skin tone a little bit better. It has those deeper jewel tones that I love. Carly Bible one would be fun to try, but I don't feel as confident that I would love it like I do with the Jackie Aina one. Then again, there's this voice in my head saying, it's Anastasia, of course you're gonna love it. You love all your Anastasia palettes. Why have you not bought these yet? But if I went by that, I would literally be spending, how much would I spend if I bought all the Anastasia palettes that I don't have right now? I'm guessing it would be like $300 or something crazy. I don't even know. I do love them, but I just don't need them all. So yeah. So that's that for Anastasia. You know, do your thing, Norvina. Have your side brand, have your whatever you called it. That's awesome. I think that's great. Also, it's a good way to, I think it's also a good way to introduce more colorful things and hopefully give Norvina some of that creative freedom that I'm guessing maybe she wants, and allowing her mother to kind of keep the original Anastasia brand as it was. I think it's a cool idea. I'm excited to see where it goes. I wish I could buy all the things, but I can't. Alright, let's talk about Tati Beauty, right? Okay. I didn't purchase it yet because I didn't even know it went for sale actually when it went live. I had no idea. I remember her video and I was like, yeah, I totally want to get that. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, it's sold out. I'm like, when did it go live? When was it for sale? I missed it. I had no idea, but I know she's gonna restock. I'm really interested in this palette. It looks stunning. It does look a bit neutral, but the more I looked at it and the more looks I've seen influencers doing with it, you can get very orangey looks or more pinky looks, and I think those are enough colors for me to kind of play around with to feel like I get my color fix from. And I'm just so interested in the formula. I loved hearing Tati talk about the formulas. I just love hearing people's thought they put into a product, you know, like talking about how the glitters were coated differently or I don't know what it was, but it sounded real nice, okay? I just wanted a piece of that, so I definitely want to get this palette whenever it becomes restocked, whenever I can. I definitely feel like this is one that I'll get a good use out of. I mean, it has that matte light, it just has all the shades. Like, for once, I feel like this could be a palette that literally has everything. I was surprised that she came out with makeup. I wouldn't have predicted that she would have gone from vitamins to eyeshadow palette. And I'm wondering if that was her initial plan, or if she was kind of like, oh, some people are really mad about the vitamins, we better come out with like something that everybody will love, you know? I thought maybe she would come out with like some, I don't know, skincare, something like to bridge between vitamins and eyeshadow. Something to like bridge that, you know, but whatever. Everybody's happy, everybody's excited about it, so go Tati. I want to talk about Colourpop. Today I saw on Trendmood that they have a Frozen 2 collection, and I really want to know, I'm really interested in how much money Disney has made off of Frozen 2 in merchandise before the movie has even come out. I'm really curious because, I mean, I know it helps that it's like Frozen is a movie that already exists, so people already love the characters, they already love the movie. I mean, they love this Frozen 2 before it's even out because we already love the characters from before, but I saw so many Halloween costumes of girls like dressing up as Frozen 2 characters, and it's like, you haven't even seen the movie yet. I'm just really curious. It's fascinating to me. I feel like this is new. Like, I don't feel like I've ever seen brands releasing products before the movie's out to this degree. But I'm sure it happens. And again, I'm sure it's because we already love Frozen. What if it sucks? I mean, Disney doesn't have that great of a track record with sequels. Pixar has a pretty good track record. Pixar pulls through, but Disney doesn't, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Watch the movie just totally sucks. Disney just made like $1 bajillion off of it because they're geniuses. Anyways, Colourpop has a collection. It actually looks like it's 2 collections, and there's one for Elsa, there's one for Anna's. Okay, all I'm really seeing details of are the eyeshadow palettes, which honestly look really pretty. When I first saw these palettes, before I saw that they were by Colourpop, I did not think Colourpop. I thought like a little bit more of a sophisticated brand, like, I don't know, like Jouer or some indie brand that's like super sophisticated, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know Colourpop is technically an indie brand, but I just don't think sophisticated when I think Colourpop. But these palettes looked sophisticated to me, and it's funny because they look pretty and I am kind of interested in them. I'm going to keep them on the back of my brain. We'll see how the movie is. But I also thought, looking at the actual palettes and then looking at the packaging of the palettes, like, could they have added like another matte light blue to Elsa's palette and like a matte pinkish purple to Anna's palette? I mean, it would make it match, so that would make me feel a little bit better. And the palettes look really pretty, they do, and especially Elsa's, I have to say. Okay, so my camera cut off. I'm not sure if you heard me say that I'm really excited for Frozen 2, but I am. Probably not going to get the eyeshadow palettes, but I really like the color stories and I think they look very pretty. Laura Lee Los Angeles still exists. I'm just kidding, no shade. I'm happy for her. I saw that she adopted her niece recently. That's amazing. That is so cool. I feel like adoption is one of those things that is a life experience that has got to be so hard and so rewarding at the same time, and I just, hats off to you, Laura. It looks like she has a holiday collection. Is it two? What is it? Oh, it's highlighters. Is it 2 highlighter palettes? It looks like it's 2 highlighter palettes. That's cool. Okay, I think that's really cool. Highlighter palettes are not what I need in my life at all, but I love that she has 2, I'm assuming for different skin tones, because that is like one of the main reasons why I don't buy highlighter palettes anymore, and why I already have so many that I don't even love. I didn't know what looked good on me. Like, I didn't know what was too light. Not that I'm saying I'm like perfect at it now. I don't know, maybe you think my highlighter looks like crap. It could, but but I definitely feel like I bought a lot of highlighters that didn't work, like Urban Decay Sin, the Tarte one, even the M Reezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's too light for me. Like, it just doesn't, I don't love it on my skin tone, and I feel like guilty or like stupid saying that, like I'm not doing it right, but I don't. So anyways, my point is, I think it's really cool that she has 2 different shade ranges of highlighter palettes. I want to give her props for that. I haven't bought anything from her brand yet. I've heard some good things. Like, I've heard that her palettes are nice, I just haven't been drawn to it. And then there's 3 lip products. It looks like liquid lipsticks. That's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Like, those 3 colors are not colors I would think of to release for a holiday collection, but holiday in the sun. So maybe that's her theme. That's what I'm gonna guess, that her theme is like holidays in a tropical island, which would be amazing. Because those are definitely like more of what I would think of as summer shades, but maybe that's what she's going for. Okay, lastly, let's talk about the one thing that I'm so excited for that I haven't bought yet, but I like almost have. I hope it's not sold out. I should probably go do that after this video. Lights Lacquer. Lights Lacquer. Kathleenlights. Oh my god, you guys. I'm so excited for her. I am so proud of her, and that sounds ridiculous because like she doesn't know me. Who am I to say to be proud of her? But I am. I think the fact that she ran Kale Polish the way she did, and the fact that she was open with us just enough to give us like the honest truth of what was going on, like that was amazing. The fact that she saw this problem, she realized, okay, I have to do something about it because this is wrong, and then she closed it down. Like, I don't think a lot of business owners do that. Honestly, I don't. I think it's just about the money for a lot of people, and you know, I'm sure she was making good money off of it. I know she didn't close it down because of money issues. She closed it down because she didn't feel like the brand was going where she wanted it to go, and she didn't have the control over it that she wanted to have. And so she closed down her dream brand, and then she created another one. Like, my creative entrepreneur brain goes, I'm so excited to try this nail polish. I also have to say that I love that she kept the same shape so that all of my, can't see them, but my Kale Polish collection is right there, and it's huge. So Lights Lacquer, I'm imagining that it will look really good next to the Kale Polish, like they'll all blend in together, so that's good. And the colors look so pretty. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm trying to like not tell myself that I need all of them, but I kind of think I do, because for sure the light blue green gray shade I think is stunning, one that I definitely need. And then that like, oh, I think it's called it's called 11, but it's based off of Stranger Things, that like greenish yellow pukey shade. I really, really want to get my hands on that one. Those are like the 2, I think, that are my main ones that I want, right? Is there another one? And then the duochromes look really pretty, and that blue looks really pretty. I don't know, maybe I'll just order those 2. The struggle. But yeah, maybe I'll just, now that I'm saying it out loud, maybe I will just order those 2, because those are the 2 that I feel like are super unique, super fun colors that I would really enjoy in like the fall and winter. I think I might do that. Alright, anyways, that is everything I think I want to talk about. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. I did just place several orders with several different stores, so I will be filming a haul pretty soon. And yeah, like I said earlier, I want to keep talking about beauty, but I don't want to put any kind of pressure on myself. I don't want to feel like I have to review all the things or buy all the things. I just kind of am doing this as I feel like it flows naturally. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Oh, I do want to say I did just get my newsletter back up and running. I just sent out my first newsletter in a while, in like a year. But so if you are not a member of my newsletter list, if you want to join that, I'm going to be sending out newsletters probably once or twice a week. That's probably twice a week tops. I like to share thoughts, things that have been on my mind, things about motherhood, things about being an entrepreneur, being a creative person, whatever, you know. I just like to kind of share my thoughts and let you know what I've been up to. So I will link that right in the description box below if you want to join my newsletter. I would appreciate it very much. Also come find me on social media. I'm everywhere. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I would love to know what you want and what you won't purchase. Does that work? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you again very soon. Bye!